Hello, my archivers. Let's get into this fan-made Holy Grail War, which will go by the name The Battle of Fiction, where we will have fictional characters participate in a Holy Grail War in order to get a wish of what they desire. Our story begins in Gotham, where a familiar scene may be played for some, as we watch Superman and many other fans and friends of Bruce Wayne stand before his grave. But once the grave is checked by Superman, for instance, he noticed Bruce's body is missing. Now we move to a different place. We now head to a different scene in Suribachi City, where the mysterious Donzai gets an invitation inviting him to a place that cannot be imagined by man nor monster nor by a supernatural being can ever imagine. A unpredictable and impossible death. Donzai is ecstatic. He heads to the place. With a turn of the knob, Donzai walks through the door. In another place, the warrior Esdeath waits for her prey, Akame, in the final battle for the Empire against the assassination team, Night Rain. As she waits, she closes her eyes, but then opens to only be shocked at where she is. In another place, we go to another empire, where a prince walks amongst his subjects, looking for privacy. As he walks through the chamber halls, a voice speaks to him, saying, "I can give you your dream. I can grant you any wish. I can give you the happy family you always dreamt and envy others for having. Just walk through this door and you can have it." Hakuryu does not open the door, but the door opens itself, sucking him in. In another world, a web slinger swings through the air as he just got done taking down another villain. But as he swings through the air, a wormhole opens in front of him, and he accidentally swings right through. With all he can say after coming out the other end of the wormhole is "not again." In another place, a hunter with a boyish figure waits with anticipation while staring down his enemy. Anger boils through him. All he can think is how bad in all the ways he would like to kill and brutalize the one that sits before him. But just for a second, he blinks and he finds himself somewhere completely different, leaving his rage to pop off. In another place, we find an emperor sitting in deep thought on how he will solve the problems that his empire is plagued with, trying to find a way to spread true equality through his people and into his nation. While sitting there, a mysterious disembodied voice offers him the answer he seeks and shows him a glance, a glimmer of what future he can have if he says yes to the deal that this person offers. But instead of saying yes, he proposes a question, asking, "What do I have to do to obtain this goal, this future?" And the voice responds back, "Just say yes and prove to all those that stand in your way that you can lead everyone and all your people to a better future. With a smirk on his face, the Emperor says yes. In another place, in another time, in a vast void, a blonde boy stands there in that void. But while in that void, seeking the answer, seeking a conclusion to his quest, redeem himself and help his sibling, the void disappeared and warped into a place he has never been before, leaving the boy very confused. In another place, a warrior princess, queen, stands watching over, seeing her friends celebrate and reunionize after a long break of everything they went through. But a voice calls to her. She follows the boy, only to be separated from her friends. And the voice tells her of a great tragedy that will happen. The voice tells her that by tomorrow, everyone she loves, the world, the universe that she lives in, will all disappear. In shock, she gasps, asking the voice what can she do to stop this. The voice pauses, doesn't quite respond. All the voice says is to repeat after me with this magic incantation, and you will have a chance to save your world. The queen agrees and says the word. After saying the word, the world warms and she passes out, waking to see a beaming sun. In a parallel universe named Hell Salem's Lot, a gentleman walks down the street bringing groceries to his friends at his secret organization. But that all changes once he picks up a scent, a deadly and fearsome opponent. The gentleman runs after that scent and finds himself in an alley where a ball of energy lies in front of him, telling him that he wished to bring no harm on him nor anyone, but tells him a similar prophecy that the queen was told, that everything he knows, both supernatural creatures and human life, will all be erased if he does not repeat after him and say the chant to fight against those who would rather see his world burn. The gentleman questions, pauses, asks many questions, but the voice just starts saying the chant. And so Klaus says it yet again, passes out, and finds himself in a library. In another world, similar to the one we have just seen, another parallel version of New York is shown. Crime-ridden, danger, killer clowns, fearsome scarecrows, and penguins running amok. This story is not about the person you may think, but about the one that's protecting a much dangerous side of this city. We go to its sibling city, where we find a young, handsome man chasing after a scientist as he fiddles with a machine. The handsome man, once an agent of Spiral, calls out to the scientist to stop, but it was too late. With a flip of the switch, the machine the scientist was holding opens up and blasts the handsome man, finding himself in a forest. In another world, we follow and see a blonde adult. He sacrifices himself for the next generation and everyone else that comes after, and the people that live amongst us. As he closes his eyes, as his fate is sealed and his abilities are sealed away, he wakes up on a boat, questioning what's going on as he looks and sees in the reflection of the boat while it's on water and sees he's younger. In another world, a reaper runs, slicing up evil spirits that want to feast upon those of the living. But while slicing a particular one, evil spirit explodes, knocking out the Reaper and waking up this Reaper inside of the hut. Hey guys, thanks for making it to the end of the video. This was only the interlude. Part 1 to the true Holy Grail War will be coming out soon. I hope you guys have a nice day. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you all next time.